Good evening and welcome to Luna FM 98.7. Tonight, we're sharing songs inspired by the little moments that somehow stay with us. Nothing extraordinary, just ordinary moments that make an ordinary day feel a little different. So wherever you are right now, driving home, finishing up some work, or simply taking a moment for yourself, get comfortable. The evening is just getting started. And I think this first song is the perfect place to begin. You know that feeling when the day is finally behind you? You close the door, put everything down, and for the first time all day, there's nowhere else you need to be. No rushing, no plans. Just you, a quiet room, and the evening ahead. Sometimes that's more than enough. So let's start tonight right there. This is Luna FM 98.7. Here's our first song, Good Evening Again.
The sky is turning amber slow. Streetlights wake one by one below. Coffee in my paper cup. Another day is folding up. Nothing special happened today. Still I'm thankful anyway. Good evening again. I'm right where I need to be. No fireworks above my head, just quiet air surrounding me. Good evening again. If you're listening tonight, take a seat beside this song. Everything will be alright. Across the street, a bicycle rolls gently past me. Little moments pass unnoticed until a melody remembers them. We don't need a perfect day to find a reason we can stay. Good evening again. The city softly glowing now. Maybe someone far away is humming with us somehow. Good evening again. Where another story starts. Welcome to another night here inside our hearts.
That was Good Evening Again, a gentle way to settle into the night here on Luna FM 98.7. And before we move on, just a quick note. The songs you hear on Luna FM are also available on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, and other major streaming platforms. So if a song stays with you tonight, you can always find it again and add it to your own playlist. All right, let's move on to our next story. Have you ever forgotten to turn off your weekday alarm before the weekend? You finally make it to Friday night, thinking tomorrow morning belongs completely to you. No work, no schedule, no reason to wake up early. And then, 6:30 in the morning, your alarm goes off. At first, it feels like the worst possible way to start a Saturday. But sometimes, an accident like that shows you a part of the day you normally sleep right through. Quiet streets, a freshly opened bakery, a cup of coffee, and a city that hasn't quite woken up yet. Same time, same alarm, but somehow a completely different morning. Here's The Alarm I Forgot to Turn Off on Luna FM 98.7.
Friday night, I close my eyes, no morning plans, no need to rise. I told myself tomorrow I'll sleep till the sunlight finds me underneath the sheets. Then 6:30 came along with that same old weekday song. I reached around and found my phone, thinking, come on, just leave me alone. I turned it off and closed my eyes, pulled the blanket up once more. Then I saw a line of morning light bedroom door. Same alarm, same 6:30, but nothing felt the same. No train to catch, no clock to beat, no reason to complain. Maybe it wasn't waking early, maybe it was waking up my way. Same alarm, same 6:30, on a completely different day. I threw a hoodie over what I wore, grabbed my keys and stepped outside the door. The street was quieter than I'd ever known, like the whole city hadn't turned itself on. The bakery was opening down the street, warm bread drifting through the morning breeze. I bought a coffee from the corner store and walked with nowhere to be anymore. An empty bus rolled slowly by, sunlight climbed the buildings high. Funny how the hour I hated most could look this good on Saturday. Same alarm, same 6:30, but nothing felt the same. No crowded train, no morning rush, nobody calling my name. Maybe it wasn't waking early, maybe it was waking up my way. Same alarm, same 6:30, on a completely different day. By 9 o'clock I made it home, coffee gone and bread half eaten. Usually I'd still be fast asleep, but somehow I'd already lived a little. I didn't change my life that day, didn't suddenly become a morning person. I just found a couple quiet hours I never knew belonged to me. Same alarm, same 6:30, but now I understood. Sometimes an hour you thought you hated can surprise you when it could. Maybe every little accident doesn't need to be a mistake. Sometimes waking up too early gives you more of the day. Next Friday night I checked my phone, 6:30, alarm on. I looked at it, thought for a second, then turned it off. Once was enough.
That was The Alarm I Forgot to Turn Off. Sometimes, the mornings we never planned for turn out to be the ones we remember. Now, our next story begins with something very small. A little plant that wasn't doing so well. Its leaves were turning brown, and no matter what its owner tried, nothing seemed to change. Eventually, they thought, maybe I'm just not good at this. They almost gave up on it. But one morning, sitting by the window with a cup of coffee, they noticed something between the old leaves. One tiny piece of green. A brand new leaf. It wasn't much, but sometimes something small is enough to remind us that just because we can't see anything changing doesn't mean nothing is happening. Maybe some things just need a little more light, a little more time, and one more chance. Here's One New Leaf. On Luna FM 98.7.
A friend brought over a little green plant, said don't worry, this one understands. Just give it water every now and then. You'll have to try pretty hard to kill this one. Well, give me a couple months or 3, and somehow it looked worse each week. Leaves hanging low, edges turning brown. Every morning one more falling down. I looked at it and shook my head. Guess I'm just no good at this. Put the pot outside my door and thought that was the end of it. But something made me bring it back. Give it one more window, one more chance. Maybe I was giving too much water. Maybe I just didn't understand. So I changed the soil, moved it to the light, and hoped that maybe I'd done something right. Nothing happened for a while, so we just waited side by side. Monday passed and Tuesday too, still no sign of something new. Wednesday morning, same old view, brown little leaves and nothing breaking through. A week went by, I almost laughed, maybe this is all we're gonna have. Then one morning with my coffee cup, I saw the smallest green thing coming up. I leaned a little closer just to make sure I could see One tiny leaf between the old ones looking back at me. One new leaf was all it took to show me I'd given up too soon. Nothing changed until one morning something small came breaking through. No big sign, no grand return, just a little green where brown had been. One new leaf was all it took to make me look again. Funny how I talk to that little plant like it somehow could understand. You're still trying, aren't you? Then I laughed at what I'd said, 'cause lately I've been telling myself, maybe you're just not good enough. Maybe it's too late to start again. Maybe this is where it ends. But maybe quiet doesn't mean that nothing's happening underneath. Maybe roots are finding room long before the flowers bloom. Maybe progress doesn't always make a sound when it arrives. Sometimes all you need is something small to remind you you're still alive. One new leaf was all it took to make me give myself some room. Maybe I don't need the answers, maybe I just need some time. No big change, no perfect plan, just keep moving where I can. One new leaf was all it took to make me try again. A few months later, my friend came by, looked at the plant, then looked at me. Wow, you're actually good at this. I smiled. Yeah, I'm getting there. Then looked at the plant, mostly because you survived me.
That was One New Leaf. Our next story is about one of those nights when ordering dinner feels like the easiest choice. But instead, you open the fridge, use whatever's left, and somehow make something better than expected. Nothing fancy, nothing planned. Just a simple meal made at home. Sometimes, the best things are already closer than we think. Here's The Best Meal Was Already Home on Luna FM 98.7.
I almost placed another order, scrolled through every little choice. Pictures brighter than my kitchen, calling with a tempting voice. Then I opened up the fridge door. Half an onion looked at me, 2 small eggs and yesterday's rice. Said, we're all you really need. No fancy table, no perfect recipe, just a quiet evening, cooking patiently. The best meal was already home, waiting on the shelf. I thought I had to look somewhere else to treat myself. The best meal was already home, simple as could be. Maybe happiness was hiding inside my own kitchen, waiting patiently. The pan began to softly sing, garlic dancing in the heat. Little moments filled the room with something warm and sweet. No delivery arriving, no buzzing at the door. Funny how a homemade dinner could somehow mean much more. Sometimes enough has always been enough. The best meal was already home, nothing went to waste. Love can sometimes find its way in the simplest taste. The best meal was already home. I smiled with every bite. Turns out all I really needed was already by my side. Maybe we're all searching for bigger things, while little joys wait quietly in ordinary places, like a warm pan and an empty evening. The best meal was already home. I'll remember this someday. Not because the food was perfect, but because I chose to stay. The best meal was already home. No delivery required, just a little time, a little care, and one hungry heart. Bon appetit. See you tomorrow.
That was The Best Meal Was Already Home. Our next story begins with an old laptop that hadn't been opened in years. The password was long forgotten, or so it seemed. But somehow the fingers remembered. And behind that screen were old photos, forgotten plans, and a version of yourself you hadn't seen in a long time. Funny what we forget, and what stays with us. Here's The Password I Still Remember on Luna FM 98.7.
I found my old laptop under the bed, covered in dust. Almost forgot it was there. I only needed one old photograph, so I plugged it in and waited for it to come back. The screen lit up like an old familiar room, then asked for a password I hadn't used in years. Birthday, wrong. Last 4 digits, wrong. I laughed and thought this might take all night. Then without thinking, my fingers found the keys. A few old letters, a couple numbers, and suddenly it let me in. I forgot what I worried about, forgot the plans I thought I needed. But somehow my hands still remember the password to who I used to be. All those years behind a little screen, waiting quietly for me. Funny what the mind lets go and what the hands still keep. There was a playlist I played every night, songs I hadn't heard in the longest time, blurry pictures waiting for the last train, ice cream with friends outside a corner store, a half-written resume from 20-something me, a folder full of places I was gonna see. Then one little file made me laugh out loud, just called my plan with nothing written down. I guess I thought I know by now exactly where my life would go. Funny seeing all those empty plans from someone I still somehow know. I forgot what I worried about, forgot the plans I thought I needed. But somehow my hands still remember the password look at me and grin and say, oh, you're still here. That's pretty good. Maybe I didn't become everything I wrote down back then. Maybe half the roads I planned to take were roads I never went. But I made some friends I never planned, found some places I never searched, lost some things I thought I'd always need, and kept some things I didn't know were worth much. Maybe that's what growing older is, not knowing how the story goes, just turning pages anyway, and seeing where you end up. I forgot what I worried about, forgot the future I once needed, but somehow my hands still remember the password to who I used to be. And maybe I don't need to go back, maybe it's enough to see that kid behind the old screen still looks a little bit like me. I found the photo, closed the files, sat there for another little while, then shut the laptop, turned off the light. Password unchanged, some things don't need updating.
That was The Password I Still Remember. Our next story takes us to a quiet train ride at the end of a long day. The station is nearly empty, the city is winding down, and everyone on board seems to be carrying a story of their own. Sometimes, the last train home is more than just a ride. It's the moment the day finally lets you go. Here's The Last Train Home on Luna FM 98.7.
Midnight leaning on the windows, neon drifting through the glass, empty seats and quiet breathing, watching city shadows pass. Someone sleeping by the doorway, someone scrolling through the news, everybody carrying stories no one ever chooses to lose. Different lives, different names, one train, one direction. On the last train home, we're strangers for a while, sharing silent conversations without a single smile. On the last train home, the city's finally slow. Maybe none of us are lonely more than we'll ever know. Every station someone leaves us, someone quietly gets on, like the chapters of a novel still continuing before dawn. Outside all the lights are fading, inside hearts are beating warm. Maybe home is not a place, maybe home is where hope is born. Tomorrow waits, but not tonight. Tonight we simply ride on the last train home. The windows mirror dreams, every reflection tells a story more than what it seems. On the last train home, no applause, no grand goodbye, just another ordinary evening passing softly by. Train keeps moving, the city keeps breathing, the night keeps listening, and somehow so do we. On the last train home, we'll all arrive somewhere, carrying invisible victories no one else can see. On the last train home, if you happen to look around, you'll find you're not the only one trying your best today. Doors opening, welcome home.
That was The Last Train Home. Our next story is for anyone who's ever woken up on a Saturday with absolutely nowhere to be. No alarm, no rushing, just a slow cup of coffee and a morning that can take its time. Sometimes, doing nothing is exactly what we need. Here's One Slow Saturday. On Luna FM 98.7.
The curtains dance without a sound. Sunlight spills across the floor. No alarm is chasing me. No footsteps to the door. Coffee blooms in quiet circles. Steam is floating through the room. Even time has slowed its heartbeat, making space for me and you. No race to win, no clock to beat. Today is finally mine. One slow Saturday with nowhere else to be. A cup of coffee in my hands and every window open free. One slow Saturday, the world's in no surprise. Sometimes the sweetest melody is silence passing by. Books I've meant to finish waiting, songs I've almost learned to play, little dreams left on the shelf have all come out today. Maybe rest is not a weakness, maybe breathing counts as plans, maybe slowing down reminds us who we've always been. The clouds don't hurry, neither should I. One slow Saturday, nothing has to change. The morning tastes a little sweeter when the hours drift away. One slow Saturday, no reason to pretend. Sometimes doing almost nothing helps a tired heart mend. Another cup of coffee, a favorite old playlist, bare feet on the wooden floor. The breeze through the curtains, a message that can wait until tomorrow. Everything can wait until tomorrow. of chasing dreams. One slow Saturday, maybe that's enough. A peaceful heart, a quiet room, and one more cup of love. See you after one more sip.
That was One Slow Saturday. Our next story starts with a shirt that looked perfect online and somehow completely different in the mirror. At first, returning it seemed like the obvious choice, but sometimes the problem isn't what we're wearing, it's who we're comparing ourselves to. Maybe it doesn't look like the picture. Maybe it looks better on you. Here's Looks Better on Me on Luna FM 98.7.
Saw it online late last night. Perfect shirt, perfect fit. Guy in the picture looked so cool, so I thought, yeah, I'll take it. 3 days later, box arrived. Tore it open, tried it on. Stood there staring at the mirror, thinking something had gone wrong. Same blue shirt, same little tag, same roll sleeves, but somehow not the same man. I checked the picture, checked myself, picture again, mirror again. Then folded it up, put it back in the box, return tomorrow, case closed. Maybe it doesn't look like the picture. Maybe that's the point. I don't have to wear it like somebody else, I can wear it like me. Different shoulders, different story, different way it falls. Maybe it doesn't look like the picture. Maybe it looks better on me. Next morning I was running late, nothing clean and no time left. Saw that box beside the doorway, said alright, one day won't hurt. Put it on, went out the door, didn't think about it anymore. Then somebody at work looked up, said, hey, that color looks good on you. Then another said, new shirt. I said, yeah, trying not to look too pleased. At lunchtime in the bathroom mirror, I caught myself looking again and thought, same blue shirt, same little tag, nothing changed since yesterday. Except this time I wasn't trying to look like him. Maybe it doesn't look like the picture. Maybe that's the point. I don't have to wear it like somebody else, I can wear it like me. Different shoulders, different story, different way it falls. Maybe it doesn't look like the picture. Maybe it looks better on me. Like there's only one right way for something good to look. Maybe clothes or just clothes. Maybe I was thinking too much. All I know is by Friday I wore that shirt again on purpose. No, it doesn't look like the picture, and that's completely fine. I don't have to wear it like somebody else. This one's wearing just like mine. Shoulders, different story. Turns out that's not bad at all. It doesn't look like the picture, and maybe it looks better on me. Couple months later, shopping online, another perfect model, another perfect shirt. I looked at him, looked at the shirt and said, okay buddy, that's how it looks on you. We'll see how it looks on me.
That was Looks Better on Me. Our next story is about that special plate we keep saving for the right occasion. But one day, you realize, maybe an ordinary dinner is reason enough. Not everything beautiful needs to wait for a special day. Sometimes, today is the occasion. Here's The Good Plate on Luna FM 98.7.
There's a plate up on the highest shelf, glue around the edge, I picked it out myself. shop one summer day, then brought it home and packed it safe away. I said I'd use it when somebody came, for birthdays, holidays, something worth the day. But weeks turned into months somehow, and it just kept waiting there until now. This morning I woke up late, made some coffee, eggs and toast. Nothing anyone would celebrate, just a morning of my own. So I took down the good plate, put my breakfast on it anyway. I was saving all the good things for some perfect future day. But the sunlight through the window made the whole room feel okay. Maybe I don't need a reason, maybe someday could be today. There's a candle that I never light, a dress I keep for somewhere nice, a glass I bought but hardly ever use. So many little things I'm scared to lose. Funny how we save the things we love until the right occasion comes. But what if ordinary Tuesday nights are worth a little something nice? Maybe no one's coming over, maybe no one needs to see. Maybe something can be special just because it's here with me. So I'll take down the good plate, put my dinner on it anyway. I won't save all of the good things for some perfect future day. I'll light the candle by the window where the shirt I packed away. I don't need a celebration, maybe someday could be today. No balloons, no crowded room, no flowers waiting at the door, just a song playing softly and my bare feet on the floor. Maybe life's not only made of the moments that we plan, maybe all these little ordinary days deserve the best we have. So I'm using the good plate, even if it's only me today. I'm done saving all the good things till the years just slip away. Let the coffee fill the good cup, let the candle burn away. I don't need to wait for someday, when someday could be today. Eggs and toast, morning light, nothing fancy, still feels nice. The good plate out where I can see. Maybe today is special enough for me.
That was The Good Plate. Our next story begins with a missed last train. At first, it feels like nothing but bad luck. But as you start walking, the city feels different, quieter, slower, almost like it belongs to you for a little while. Sometimes, getting home late isn't so bad. Here's After the Last Train on Luna FM 98.7.
I saw the doors begin to close halfway down the station stairs. Ran the last few steps too late, like somehow that would make it wait. The red lights disappeared from view. I stood there staring down the tracks. Then the sign above my head said there'd be no more tonight. Great. Checked a taxi on my phone, saw the price and laughed alone. Guess I'm walking for a while till the numbers come back down. So I put my headphones on, picked a song and climbed traffic lights changed for no one. Crosswalks I could barely cross at 5 were empty after 1. A taxi rolled across the avenue, a delivery bike disappeared. Every office window dark except a lonely light somewhere. Then a convenience store appeared like a lighthouse on the street. Bought a canned coffee, sat outside and let my tired legs breathe. The city wasn't sleeping, it was just speaking quietly. And for once I had enough time to hear what it might mean. After the last train, the city changes shape. Same streets, different silence, like everybody left the place to me. I was trying to get home and forgot to be in a hurry. After the last train, I kinda like the company. I checked the taxi price again, still high. I took another sip, looked at the screen seriously, then laughed and put it down. Guess the night wasn't finished yet. So I walked another block with nowhere else I had to be. Tomorrow all these streets will fill, coffee shops will open up, people running for the trains, waiting for the lights to change. And I'll probably run with them like I always do. But tonight I found the city when nobody was looking, and maybe it found me too. After the last train, the city changes shape. Same streets, softer colors under signs that never fade. I was trying to get home and forgot to be in a hurry. After the last train, I didn't mind the wait. 20 minutes later, my phone finally buzzed. Driver arriving, 1 minute away. I got in, he looked back and asked, were you waiting long? I looked out the window at the streets I just walked. A little. The car pulled away. Worth it though.
That was After the Last Train. Our next story is about a friend you only knew at lunchtime. You never knew their birthday or where they lived. But every afternoon you shared a meal, a few laughs, and the little stories of the day. Sometimes friendship doesn't need to know everything about someone. It just needs a little time together. Here's My Lunch Break Friend on Luna FM 98.7.
We work somewhere on different floors. I'd see you waiting by the elevator doors. 12:05 almost every day. You look at me and laugh and say, what are you having? I don't know. Same old place, I guess we'll go. It started with a nod or two, and somehow lunch meant me and you. We never made a plan, never called the night before. We just meet somewhere around noon and walk out through the door. I never knew your birthday, you never knew my home. But for an hour every afternoon I never ate alone. We talked about the little things, the weather, work and shows. Funny how somebody can be a friend without knowing all you know. We knew which place had better soup, which cafe gave the bigger scoop. You knew the boss I couldn't stand, I knew the show you always had planned. We complained about the Monday rush, laugh until our break was up. Then at 1 we'd say see you around, and disappeared at different floors. I never met your family, you never I guess I always thought that lunch would happen once again. I never knew your birthday, you never knew my home. Before an hour every afternoon, I never ate alone. We talked about the little things that somehow mattered most. I didn't know how much I'd miss them till you weren't there anymore. Then one week I didn't see you there. No familiar face, no empty chair. I thought maybe you were running late or found a better place to eat that day. A few days passed before I heard you didn't know they left last week. And suddenly the strangest thought was all the things we never got to speak. No goodbye lunch, no final coffee, no keep in touch, no number saved. Just an empty chair across from me at our usual place. And that's when I realized some friendships don't need years. Sometimes an hour in the middle of the day is enough to make someone dear. I never knew your birthday, you never knew my home. Before an hour every afternoon, I never ate alone. And sometimes when I'm choosing lunch, I wonder where you go. Maybe somewhere across the city, you're choosing between noodles and soup. 12:05, some other place, maybe you're laughing with another familiar face. Hope you're doing well wherever you are, and I hope you finally found a better place for lunch.
That was My Lunch Break Friend. Our next story is for anyone who's ever filled an online shopping cart late at night. Shoes, a shirt, maybe something you definitely don't need. Then morning comes, and suddenly none of it seems quite as necessary. Sometimes, the best purchase is the one you never make. Here's The Cart I Never Checked Out. On Luna FM 98.7.
It started with a pair of shoes at 12:30 with nothing to do. I thought those actually looked pretty nice, then saw the little red sale price. A t-shirt somehow joined them too. Then a coffee cup in midnight blue. A tiny lamp I didn't need, but at 1 a.m. it looked perfect to me. My thumb was hovering over by it, and something in me changed my mind. I closed the screen, turned out the light, said if I want it I'll know tomorrow, right? Add to cart, sleep on it. Morning comes, I don't want it. Funny how the things I needed don't look quite the same at 10. Take it out, let it go. Guess I never needed it at home. Maybe not everything I carry needs to come home with me. Next morning with a cup of coffee, I opened up my cart to see. The shoes were fine, the shirt was nice, but neither one was worth the price. Goodbye cup, goodbye lamp, goodbye things from last night's plans. One by one I cleared the screen, and somehow that felt good to me. Now when midnight tells me this will make your whole life better, I smile and put it in the cart and tell myself we'll see together. Add to cart, sleep on it. Morning comes, I don't want it. Funny how the things I needed don't look quite the same at 10. Take it out, let it go. Guess I never needed it at home. Maybe not everything I carry needs to come home with me. Maybe I've got other cards that don't show up on any screen. Things I keep inside my head that I don't really need. That thing I said 3 weeks ago, the plans that didn't work out right. Comparing where I am today to someone else's life. Maybe I can clear those two. Leave a little room for something new. Add to cart, sleep on it. Morning comes, think about it. Not everything that catches my eye has to follow me through life. Take it out, let it go. Keep the things that matter most. Maybe not everything I carry needs to come home with me. Shoes, delete, t-shirt, delete. Coffee cup, maybe next week. One empty cart, one lighter mind. I'll check again tomorrow night.
That was The Cart I Never Checked Out. Our next story begins with a wrong turn on a weekend drive. You miss an exit, lose a little time, and somehow end up on a road you've never seen before. Sometimes, the wrong way leads you somewhere worth finding. Here's The Wrong Turn. On Muna FM 98.7.
Saturday morning, 10:30, coffee in the cup, keys in my hand. Had a friend waiting across the town. Said I'd be there before noon came around. The map said left, but I went straight. Saw the exit disappear and way too late. And that little voice I knew so well said the words I didn't want to hear. Recalculating, I said yeah, I know. 20 more minutes on the screen, some little road I'd never seen. I turned the music down inside. Guess there was nothing left but drive. I took the wrong turn, found the right road. Lost a little time, found somewhere I didn't know. No idea where I was going, but the view was getting good. I took the wrong turn, and I'm kinda glad I did. Disappeared behind 2 lanes, open fields, power lines. Windows down just a little bit, and suddenly I wasn't mad at it. Then I saw a homemade sign, coffee with an arrow pointing right. I thought, well, I'm already running late, so what's another 5? Pulled into a tiny place, 3 old tables out beside the gate. Someone inside handed me a cup and said you shouldn't take the highway up, keep going down this road instead. There's a better view ahead. My phone said turn around, the owner pointed west. For once I looked at both of them and ignored the GPS. I took the wrong turn, found the right road. Lost a little time, found somewhere I didn't know. Sunlight running through the fields, old song playing on the radio. I took the wrong turn and didn't want to turn around. Nothing there but farms and wind. I drove a little under the limit, just because I wanted to stay in it. No pictures really did it justice, so I stopped trying to take one. Put my phone down on the seat and let the road be what it was. Funny how I spent so much time trying not to waste a minute. Always looking for the fastest way from where I am to where I'm headed. But maybe every now and then a little lost is not so bad. Sometimes 20 minutes off the map becomes the best part that you had. I took the wrong turn, found the right road. Lost a little time, brought a better story home. Didn't get there when I planned, but I saw somewhere I'd never known. I took the wrong turn, maybe it wasn't wrong at all. 30 minutes late, I pulled into the parking lot. My friend said, where have you been? I took a sip of coffee, got a little lost, and my phone finally said, you have arrived at your destination. I looked at the screen, eventually.
That was The Wrong Turn. Our next story begins with a text message sent to the wrong number. It wasn't meant for you, but somehow the words arrived on exactly the kind of day you needed to hear them. Sometimes the right words don't always come from the person we expect. Here's Wrong Number, Right Time. On Luna FM 98.7.
My phone lit up at 10:03, a number I had never seen. Did you get home? Thanks for tonight. I read it twice and had to smile. I almost left it there unread, but something made me text instead. I think you've got the wrong person here, but yes, I'm home, so no need to fear. 3 little dots appeared again. I thought that would be where it ends. Then one more message came my way and somehow changed the whole bad day. Wrong number, right time. Funny how the world gets things right. You didn't know my name, didn't know the day I had. You just said take care tonight. You did well, hope you're alright. Wrong number, right words at exactly the right time. I spilled my coffee before 9, missed the deadline, lost my mind, said the wrong thing in a meeting room, and carried all of it home too. No one knew I needed that, a simple line in a little chat from someone I would never meet, made the whole night feel less heavy. Maybe you were texting someone waiting somewhere down the line, but somehow those words found me instead. On a night I needed them to arrive. Wrong number, right time. Funny how the world gets things right. You didn't know my name, didn't know the day I'd had. You just said take care tonight. You did well, hope you're alright. Wrong number, right words at exactly the right time. I wrote thank you, you too, and that was all we ever knew. No names exchanged, no stories shared, just 2 strangers passing there. Years have gone, I've changed my phone, that old conversation's long been gone, but every now and then I still recall the kindest message meant for someone else. Wrong number, right time. Maybe that's just how life works sometimes. You didn't know my name, you didn't need to know. A few small words across the night found the place they needed to find. Wrong number, right words at exactly the right time. No goodbye, no second try, just have a good night at the perfect time. Wrong number, right words, right time.
That was Wrong Number, Right Time. Our next story begins with getting off one stop early. No big reason, no special plan, just a little extra time to walk, look around, and notice the streets we usually rush past. Sometimes, slowing down just a little can change the whole way home. Here's One Stop Early. On Luna FM 98.7.
Same train, same seat by the door, same tired eyes on the floor. I knew every turn, every sound, counting the stops without looking around. But something in me needed air, so I got off before I was there. No reason, no place I had to be, just one more street between home and me. And for the first time in a while, I wasn't racing with the clock. I let the evening take its time, and somehow, so did I. I got off one stop early, took the long way home. The sky was still a little golden, and I didn't check my phone. Maybe I don't have to hurry everywhere I go. I got home a little I felt a little more like me. A flower shop was closing down. Someone was walking their old brown dog. Dinner drifting through an open door. Things I'd passed 1,000 times before. A bicycle rolled slowly by. The first street lights came alive. Nothing special, nothing new. I guess I just had time to notice it too. Maybe life was always here in all the spaces in between. I was so busy getting somewhere, I forgot to see. I got off one stop early, took the long way home. The sky was turning soft and orange, and I didn't check my phone. Maybe I don't have to hurry everywhere I go. I got home a little later, but I felt a little more like me. 15 minutes doesn't sound like much, but tonight it felt like enough. No big change, no grand escape, just a different road I chose to take. Maybe tomorrow I'll rush again, catch the train and count to 10. But now I know there's somewhere else between where I am and where I'm headed next. So I'll get off one stop early when the day feels long. Let the evening walk beside me till the heavy feeling's gone. I don't always have to hurry, I don't have to know. Sometimes taking just a little longer is the better way to go. One stop early, one quiet street, a little more evening, a little more me. I got home a little later, and that was fine with me.
That was One Stop Early. Our next story begins with a simple question. Table for one? At first, sitting alone can feel a little strange. But then you realize you can take your time, order exactly what you want, and simply enjoy your own company. Sometimes you don't have to wait for someone else to enjoy the things you love. Here's Table for One. On Luna FM 98.7.
There's a little place I pass each night. Warm yellow windows, soft inside. I'd slow down just to read the menu, then tell myself someday I'll come through. Maybe with a friend, maybe on a date, maybe when somebody had the time to stay. For months I kept on walking by, saving that little place for another night. Then one evening I was tired and hungry, standing there with nowhere else to be. And a simple thought came over me. Why do I need someone to eat with me? Table for one by the window, please. Turns out my own company isn't so bad to keep. I'll take my time, order what I like, maybe get dessert tonight. Table for one by the window, please. There's nowhere else I need to be. First, I didn't know where to look, so I checked my phone and checked the room. Wondered if anybody noticed me sitting there alone in seat number 3. Then dinner came and I took one bite and laughed. I should've come here months ago. No sharing plates, no choosing sides, and every last French fry was mine. I watched the people passing by, let the evening take its time. And somewhere between the main and dessert, being alone stopped feeling strange. Table for one by the window, please. Turns out my own company isn't so bad to keep. I'll take my time, order what I like. Yes, I'll get dessert tonight. Table for one by the window, please. I'm exactly exactly where I want to be. After that I tried a movie, bought one ticket, center seat. Went to the cafe I'd been saving, ordered something sweet. Saw an exhibition on a Sunday, walked around at my own speed. Some things are better shared together, that I don't always have to wait for someone else to come with me. Table for one by the window, please. I've gotten pretty good at keeping my own company. I'll take my time, stay another while, watch the city lights outside. Table for one by the window, please. Tonight is good enough for me. A few weeks later, I walked back in. The waiter smiled before I said a thing. Window seat? I smiled back. You know it.
And before we get to our final song tonight, just one more reminder. The songs you hear on Luna FM 98.7 are also available on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, and other major streaming platforms. So if you found a song you loved tonight, you can always take it with you and listen again anytime. And now, our final story. Sometimes we don't need to have everything figured out before the day ends. Maybe all we need is one small light left on, just enough to remind us that there's always somewhere to come home to. So wherever you're listening tonight, I hope you leave a little light on for tomorrow. Here's our final song, Leave One Light On Luna FM 98.7.
Every night when I get home, I drop my keys beside the door, kick my shoes off, change my clothes, let the quiet fill the room. Dinner waiting in the kitchen, something playing soft and low. Nothing special, nothing different, just another evening home. And when the night gets late, I make my little round. Kitchen light, turn it off. Hallway light, turn it off. But there's one beside the doorway that I always leave alone. I never really knew the reason, it just felt better that way. A little corner of the room, still glowing while I slept. Leave one light on. You don't have to see the whole way, just enough to know there's somewhere to come home to. Leave one light on when the rest of the room goes dark. Sometimes all you need is one small glow, waiting where you are. A friend came over one weekend, pointed at the little lamp. You leave that thing on every night, you know you're paying for that, right? I laughed and said, I guess I do. Couldn't really tell them why. Maybe I just like the feeling of a little light at night. Then one evening work ran late, later than I planned. By the time I left the building, the trains were almost empty. I stepped out of the elevator, walking slowly down the hall, and through the darkness by my doorway I could see that little glow. That's when I finally understood. Leave one light on. You don't have to see the whole way, just enough to know there's somewhere to come home to. Leave one light on, even when nobody waits inside. Funny how an empty room can still say, you made it home tonight. The door, put my tired bag down on the floor, and that little lamp was sitting there exactly where I'd left it before. how my day had been. Still, for some reason, the room felt glad to see me again. So I left my coat beside the chair, made some tea and stood right there, thinking maybe home can be a place that waits without a word. Maybe everything doesn't need an answer before we sleep. Maybe every road ahead doesn't have to be clear tonight. We don't need the whole horizon, we don't need to know that far. Sometimes one small light is enough to remind us where we are. So leave one light on, let tomorrow wait till morning. You don't have to see the whole way, you only need a place to start. Leave one light on, let the rest of the evening fade. There's another day tomorrow, nothing else needs fixing today. Leave one light on, soft enough to barely see, just enough to say, come home whenever you're ready. Morning came through the curtains, coffee brewing, sunlight on the floor. I grabbed my keys, put on my shoes, then stopped beside that little lamp, turned it off, looked at it for a second. See you tonight, and closed the door.